That's the end of this country.
Well, I can lie to the government. All the ministers in the government can lie. They know they put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on King's FM. John Antonin April Godson William, commonly known as Judicial Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
Our government secure all finance of all road networks in the country, major road network, assigned to the President a 10-year electricity financing, 10 years for the World Bank.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, I can lie to the government. All the ministers in the government can lie. They know they put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on King's FM. John Antonin April Godson William, commonly known as Judicial Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Nicky.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money in single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were in job, 100 years back and forth, Jaros life didn't go up. Yeah, West to all the betray the labor, yeah, can't call over to finish give up. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, like us, be the quota, oh. But what can the tree, oh, go? Waka, oh. Retire, oh. Waka, oh. What can the tree, oh, go? Waka, oh. Retire, oh. Waka, oh. What an experience, oh,
Okay. Now the first
understand in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them we're going. And when we're talking say the thing I got to win to all wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say is sleeping among the men upon. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 million roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking say we are coming up, bro. The people say from Ghana, the people say police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say they no go A.
Yama, when I'm feeling from here, Joseph Bogavin poor in Meso.
What they get it made into SAP. What they get it made into SAP.
What on the tree will go? Magao, we die. Magao, what on the tree will go? Magao, we die. Oh, I play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get the comment like Saki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, vision, while a fake impression. They get a job and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that party in asking when the tune will go. But how the tune will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the tune, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think on the budget?
Like they see me and I think of CPP document.
They also said it like they don't and young people property. But Uncle Prison Jerry praying for Baga to rap it. The country pie on us, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. This was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despair. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership honor Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home then for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But citizens, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
The Buaka, we used to go to him, even fee Buaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of the title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. While it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
AB, I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Soyota, I kept the peace. Chastilota, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic and it is wrong. If you can't see it, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You're in balance.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Johnson because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What would the board do for him? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connections there, you not get it. Yeah.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No heat, no tea.
When he was 12 years older early, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The standards got a trap of Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Februay to where. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there. The Dillon there, Nombi there, and you know where he's just taking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of thing. He won't go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. But when I went to Kum, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving our brother for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of old man, then he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. So from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution I remember saying that why you all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
President Walker 2025 budget will determine his clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the development on some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpass bridge that the Chinese government is about to build and the street, they go from Cassidy Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the pipeline. That's true. But it was blocked in the pipeline. The President Walker's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Nigeria's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside and go stand.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on a global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hurt ourselves as a country and people to please.
Thank you to all of our mothers and sisters who are there in the ring to be here today, so the voices can be heard. We stand here to say we are fed up with the disrespect and brutality against women and children. We are going to raise our voices against our children. There are hundreds of rape cases that are sitting at the ministerial agenda and none are being resolved. And the corporate are working scot-free simply because of government connections. Our sisters are sexually harassed at ministry and agencies. But today we have gathered to say enough is enough. Our mothers who are in the market today are facing serious economic constraints simply because we have a U.S. rate for $100 per dollar. So today, Mr. Walker, the women of the Republic elected you, and the women of the Republic have come to tell you we can bring you down. If you cannot lead us, you must leave. And we mean what we say. If we cannot lead us, you must leave. Enough is enough. Thank you to all of the serving special women of Ghana. We commend you for your hard work, and we say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you ever so much. Give it undivided attention, please. People struggle. Whoa. Just about that. Whoa. Boo. Just about that. Boo. Just about that. Boo. Thank you very much. You want to put our hands together for yourself, please? Thank you. We want to say thank you very much for showing up to the young people across the 17 electoral districts of Massachusetts County. We want to speak to you, to our young women and girls. One man who happens to be the Minister of Internal Affairs, he raped a lady. Today he's still the Minister of Internal Affairs.
process humanly has not been investigated. Joseph Walker came here. He lied to us that you'll get multitude of jobs. Young people graduating from university of Liberia, other universities, no job. No program for young people. We want to say to you, we are happy today that we have come here. But we have come here, like the chairman said, to present a petition to Joseph Walker. If Joseph Walker does not show up, we will not present our petition to anybody. And we are emphatic about it. And we want to say to you, the young people of the Youth League, congratulations on your courageous spirit. Today, put your hands together and say, put your hands together and say, young people. They said to you that you are not going to challenge the ring. They keep here the parade with water cannon all over the place. But where are they now? They're gone. We challenge Gregory Como. You have killed enough people. You kill young people in Kinshasa. But we challenge you, if you shoot one bullet here, you experience the consequences. If you shoot one bullet here, we reply to you. We are not terrorists. We are here to challenge you. So the big body are making want you to come here. The big body are making want you to come here. And we say to you, we will stay here, we will be around. Put your hands together and say congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, again, Honorable Chairman, great. I want to say thank you to you, Liberia, who tell us today. I want to say thank you to our motorcyclists, to our truck cyclists. We want to say thank you. Thank you that you stood with us. You defeated all of the lies. And let me say this to you, Mr. President. We promise that until you receive our petition, we will not present our petition to any criminal. We are aware that Richard 2 is a role, and we will not present our petition to him. To you, Mr. President, your people collected over 14 million from 4 million people. That is the highest level of evil I have ever seen in my entire life. You promised to provide jobs for our motorcyclists. You took away the only means of livelihood. You beat them, you killed them. You have arrested over 10,000 motorcyclists. You are bringing our German police station and tools and examples. We are here to challenge.
For way to welcome you, we've got 34 minutes into the program already. And so we're here doing what we can for our country. Rose Bolle, try to check your sign up, but I think we are okay. All right, so that is it right here on this day. How you doing? Fantastic students who just joined us in class. Let me say, little Jessica Ebony Help. That's God's Help's daughter. That's up to you as you celebrate your natal day today. I wish you all the best. Your father had been a great friend of mine for a very, 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 very mighty long time. So I'm very grateful to all of you for joining us right here tonight on this very day. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here beaming with life and out of good health. So you're now come to class. So you're right here in class now. So we're going to do all we can. Let me say that's up to you, my own darling mother. Oh, she's expected anytime in country, anytime soon. And that's you, Dorothy. That's you. So let's go on. Hands up to all of you fantastic students who made your way to class early enough. Always there to recognize earlier.
Ndakambuka nasima wanani mweya uri mupenyu mumuviri zvakawanda zvandakapfura asi ndakamira.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, who are the first person to come back? Max Reed. Yeah, 7:57. They get out of school on time. But they don't want to clean the ditches or wash ditches, they leave their houses on time. In fact, they can leave their house before they say, Mama, the teacher say, "Mo, video class soon." And they can soon. The people then like Max Reed then can do that one. All right. Susan Soiree, what's up? Darlington then. Vinicius Junior Bar has up Melvin Nathaniel Roosevelt Julo. How you doing? And we have Rose Bolle. How you doing, Rose? You initially gave a frequency report. You said that you didn't get the sign. I don't know whether you rectified that already. Maybe you done that. Buema Obendo Kadi has up. Ruth Bodo Biden. How you doing from Phoenix, Arizona? What's up? How you doing, Chief? God is wonderful, people. August Bay. How you doing, darling? I hope you are doing so great, especially joining this class about this time. Those who came to class very, very early. Oscar Ziegler. That's my man from Nima County. Philip Cry, how you doing? Andrew Dalle. Saturdays on we how you doing? From Georgia, USA, Julie Z. Kennedy. How you doing as well, Julie? Abel B. Mato Jr. How you doing? Macaulay, Wookie Dale. Taylor Stevens, how you doing? He also came to class. LA North. Pass up to all of you. Please share is that and please Taylor Stevens, Bento Kadi. William W. Wood. Tony Basso. How you doing? Omilias Flomo on GSA Road District 6. We have Jemama M. Dixon. How you doing? Boulevard Gartnersville. Cassidy Boulevard Gartnersville. We understand that. Musa Brown. Fana Atme Seko. Maya Zawi. Ali Gadier. How you doing? Jala Wilson Jackson from Kakata City, Magibi County. CC Love Destiny Vint. Sorry, Tabla. How you doing? James Lame. People come to class too early nowadays. That's great. You know, Kalu Celebi. I told you the fulfillment of this, I will do. We have Lepei Junior, Jerry Jr., Fatu Sherry, Kobo Widow. Okay, Fatu Sherry, how you doing? Forrest Cooper. Mema K. Johnson, Bellotti, Sensi Kazulu, Koba Mansa, Turing Italy. How you doing? Hadiatu Bebeke Kamara. We have Man Jebe, B. Son Kamara, also in class, and Yvonne Davis follows. Paris Slovett, how you doing? Our P. Swall as well is also here with us in class. We have D. Obel Moore, fantastic students Asata Emila. How you doing? Joseph Jensen, how you doing? Adam Washington, we are all great people. Nina Kwe, how you doing, my darling sister? I hope you're doing so great tonight. Masalam Dami, also in class. Breaking Limits Mbayo, Rita Yulo. Ashley P. Jelly. And we have Jeremiah Flubo Tupa. I think there we stopped with the people who came to class. Koicha was the last to enter class at 8:10. So let me say thanks to all of you for coming to class and so when you come, we gave you that credit of mention of your name. Okay, folks, we are right here together, and the class is quite tough and ready. This is how we roll. We are grateful to the Almighty God for everything that He's doing for us and continues to do for us. We're right here together and doing what we can for our country. And we are right here. Radio sounds so sweet. Your night becomes so better. Even if you have had the most stressful day just by listening to us, you go to bed very, very sound. This is where we water your flowers. Your daily hot flowers, whatever it is, we water there, you come up very fresh. So we are grateful to the Almighty God, and we thank you so much for everything as we move on. That's great for us, and we are very grateful. All right, this is it right here on this very time. We will get there. We will get there. Anybody who didn't hear, it's on there. Go look for a place to go because you didn't come to class on time. Okay, so let's draw this one down now that the roll call theme is, we play you spice up the show with a lot of great sounds from Africa. So it could be from Liberia, it could be from anywhere, but great sounds from Africa. We play that, and most of them will be gospel related, so you may not be able to understand and the interpretations of those wordings, but those are gospel related because I'm really grounded in the gospel area. So most of the songs are gospel related, and so they are all fine songs. We don't just play. We play songs that even if you don't understand the language, we know that I'm a course. They want a real gospel song. They want to play "Yeah Hallelujah" in the end. They got put it in the fast.
Ndakambuka nasima wanani mweya uri mupenyu mumuviri zvakawanda zvandakapfura asi ndakamira handina kuwira pane mazuva ndakafunga kupera misodzi yakawira pasi isina kuona asi Mwari vakandisimudza vakanditimbira hausati wapera kana nichitarisa shure kwandafa ndinoona nyasha dzandakapiwa handina kusvika ndega pano ndiri mupenyu nenyasha dzake ndiri mupenyu ndinotenda mweya wangu unorumbidza ndiri mupenyu ndakambira nyasha dzandisvitsa pano ndiri mupenyu handina kupera handikangangwe ndiri mupenyu ndinopembera Mwari ndivo vakandichengeta vamwe vakadona munzira vamwe vakasara vasi.
Okay, so let's draw this down now and then get into the business of our job I'm here to do. God is wonderful, people. God will continue to take us through in everything we do. We are at the smithing stage of life. The goldsmith, what they do is they smith the gold so that they get the gold out before it becomes valuable. We are going through the cleansing period. It's tough, it's going to be rough, but it's all meant to get us clean. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that He's going to take us through this time. So God will guide you, God will guide me, God will guide each and every one of us in everything that we do. Just trust God in all that you do. God will take you through. It's not that easy. It's going to be tough, but it's going to be successful. You're going to smile. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. You will find that light when you have to consistently go through the tunnel. You will see the light. There will always be light. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. So I like it. God is there and God is guiding us all. Those of you, wherever you are, any part of the world, this is your show. This is where we are. This is what we do for country. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God. At least we are getting there. God is guiding us every day of our life. Thank you so much. If you don't believe it, it's up to you. But God is there and God is working and God is going to take us through these tough times. It may be tough, but we're going to get there. The Israelites didn't get it easily. They went through tough moments, though it was a promised land that God had given them. Remember, God promising you did this a land. He didn't just drop them on the promised land. He passed them through deeper and tougher situations. So we are going through ours today. These are teaching moments. Don't look at it just as struggle. Don't look at it just as anything that is painful, but of course, look at it as a lesson. Every difficult moments that come your way, see the lesson that is taught within those moments in it, so that you don't repeat it. If you don't learn it, if you don't really capture the lessons taught, then of course, I don't know what the essence of you going through it. Then you got to go back again. Then you go back and recycle, right? So if you went through struggles through all your life, you did not learn anything from it, then you will continue to repeat the life of struggle until you can learn lessons and graduate from struggle. That is life. So you got to know that and know it for yourself. We are grateful to the Almighty God and we'll continue to be grateful. It's not going to be easy. God did not promise us that it was going to be easy. Even when he sent his only begotten son, the duty was clear, the mandate was clear, that Jesus Christ, for him to go and take a place at the right hand of his Father, it was never going to be easy. He had to go through several tough moments. He was rejected. He was humiliated. He was denied by his own disciples. He was sold by his own disciples. The closest of people to him were the ones who orchestrated plans and all against him. They beat him up until in the end he had to cry out to his father. He thought his father had neglected him. He said, Father, why have thou forsaken me? Those are tough moments. You may be going through your own tough moments now and thinking that God has forsaken you, but he has not. These are the tough moments and you must be able to go through them. All you pray for is long life to make it through and then persevere to the end. There you get the reward. The reward is always at the end of the suffering. Struggle today and get it today. So remember that. That is life for you. Anyway, my name is Reverend Godson William. God has you here. God has me here. God is keeping all of us here to work together for the good of his country. Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you for joining us tonight right here on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything that we go through on a daily basis, right? Yeah, good or bad, God is there and God is taking us through. So we'll certainly get there. And I think we are all happy and that we've got life. Those of you listening to us at the moment, there are others who are sick in hospitals. But we just have to be grateful to the Almighty God for all that he does for us. We want to make it to work. This is our strength and this is our own area that we have signed on to. So we sign on to these things and we're going to make them to work. So we say thanks to all of you for everything. And we are forever grateful for everything that we go through. It may be tough, very, very tough, but we are certainly getting there. Yeah, we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Right? Yeah. All right. So let's get there and move on tonight. Today, just yesterday, we talked about that concerning the yellow machines. I just came up like a Coca-Cola. I don't know, Coca-Cola, you know, when you open a Coca-Cola, the way it just foams out, and of course the foam just all over. If you are not even careful, you burst the bottle and all. That's how it came. But we're able to nip it the best way we could. Today, we are where we are. Those kind of things don't last. You know, fakery, trickery, all those things, they don't last. That's why it's good to be real. Only real things last. Fake things don't last. Real things do last. Yeah. Only real things do last. Fake things don't last. Yeah. But we are here. And we know that are issues that are unfolding across the country. The country is static. There is nothing after nothing that we are hearing about. Every other thing, and let me say thanks to the Ministry of Public Works Maintenance Department have demonstrated that at least they are able to maintain roads, and we see them passing those roads in a durable manner. So let me say thanks to the team there, and for doing quite a fantastic job, because some of the roads, the community roads, especially the asphalt pavement roads, and they have been deplorable. And some of it, if you don't give them care, it gets too bad. But at least they are doing well in the communities. You know, sometimes you're passing through, you see them. And I think it's quite a good one. And we must appreciate them for that. These are things that we appreciate, that when we see, we appreciate. Though we know the previous government, and I work on some of these rules, but at least the current government is doing more on these roads, trying to make sure they pass them, the quota, the roads, then with some quota stuff, then are durable. Yeah. So we must appreciate the team there. You know, one thing I always told people is, you can play politics with everything, even no matter what it is. Whether Joseph Walker wants you to make something to be cosmetic, or maybe to just be fake and to prove a point, say no. I, as Abraham Godson William, as an engineer, I went to engineering school to learn about engineering. And the best impact of that is to be felt by my people. I can be an engineer and honor money, the progress in my country. So I will not be an engineer. Then I do something, no, not because of the money. I owe it. Every perfection in it, we owe our patriotism vow to that. So I'm a lawyer. I'm going to represent the people in my country. The best way is not about the money. It's about how I can adequately represent them. These people that are grieved, these people that are feeling so terrible, they will need justice. How can I lead that? That is what you sign on to. If you're a medical doctor, it's not about the money. You'll get the money or whatever it is, but it's not about the money. It's about the impact you make to society. You know, when we were in school during those days, I don't know whether several of you study the social study books they used to have at the time, where you used to see Blamado and Conado, right? Those were times when civics, though it did not come up as civics, and they were teaching us civics, no, but those were the times that you could see in these books, the social study books, that in the social study books, where they have Blamado and Conado, you see Blamado on this side, Conado on the other side, Blamado, Conado. That Blamado, Conado book, the social studies component, we'll open those books, and then they start telling us what society is all about in these books. So sometimes you will see tailor. Then they will say, what is the role of the tailor in a community? All of their teachings at the time, they were teaching us. They were not talking about what is the role of the tailor, how much the tailor will be able to get, what kind of money the tailor will be able to. No, those were not things they were teaching us. They were telling us, say, this is a tailor. So they will say the tailor role is this. The tailor sews clothes for people. That is what they will teach you. Because that's what it's all about community. That entire book, if you ever read it before, or your children ever read it before, whatever, it is still reading it today. Those books were community sensitive education mechanisms that were put in place to teach us about what being in a community was about. So now you'll see a medical doctor. Then they will tell you, say, this is a doctor. What is the role of the doctor? The doctor helps people in everything. They will tie it to community. That is what they used to do. So everything we're learning there, and then they were there telling us everything was about community. So we saw, in fact, in a book, I begin to see doctor. In a book, I begin to see tailor. In a book, I begin to see a lot of professions. It's not about the money. That was not what they were teaching us. They were teaching us the role of these people in the communities. So if I'm a medical doctor, my role, my sole and primary responsibility or allegiance or commitment is to the community. Now, what they taught us, now why you see some of us community service today, we are on it. All the radio thing that you see us doing, even the law thing that I say are doing and passing. If you see that thing that just doing, people just fly me or what they say, oh, every you just come in the law fee. No, that is me. I am used to community services. That is me. In other, because you come in the law fee, people be doing free thing. No, that is what we were taught. No school then the people taught us. The thing they taught us down there, these things will go with us, and people don't understand. When these people were teaching us, the thing they put in our heads, we didn't part away. No, we didn't part away from them. They are with us. We are passing around today. So, whatever it is, any loyalty, you might claim, not satisfied with me or whatever it is, we come to a common ground. If there's anything I want to call you again, so the bad days are not able to case, I leave it and go my business. And I'm forced to take your money. If I know you not get anything, sir. In fact, most of you are going to be connected. Oh, AB, and I charge us this here and there. I say, why always when you approach people, the first thing you do, charge us this. I say, let me just hear your case first and see what I can help you. Because if I can't help you now, they have to charge you and do all the things. Let me just hear your case and then know what it is. Then I can tell you whether we can proceed and whatever it is we can go to. So now we're just charging. So you see, but anyway, with God, we are there. And that is very much important. I'm saying this to mean that the guys at the public works ministry, especially the engineering department, those guys who are there, road maintenance department, whatever, I want to tell you, thank you. You're doing it for your country. Sometimes when people come in, they want to do this here and there, you tell them, say, no, tomorrow you people will leave. We don't want to stay here. We got to put the best for our country. There's a guy who from the engineering department, I think we are administration. Yeah, he asked me, he said, oh, AB, certain construction work was out of going on somehow. So he contacted me and said, AB, I'm an engineer. This is my country. Though these people are subcontracting us, but we are telling them that despite us being subcontracted, we owe it to see the best quality for our country. So he said that. He said, AB, I'm an engineer. I know they're subcontracting us for us to help them, for us to be able to join to implement the project. But I am stressing on durability, quality. That is what it is. Because, look, that is where you owe your community. You will get your money. But what does the community benefit from your work? For you to be boasting, say, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, I'm a zoologist, I'm a biologist, I am this, that. All the bragging that you're doing, if the community does not feel your impact, what is it? It's just for you to get salaries? That's what each and every citizen appears to you. As a public servant, you should first think about it that man is taking a message out there in the community to you. You have to know these things. We say them every time. And these are not things that we're saying you should do that we can do. We are doing it on a daily basis. That's why you see nothing can discourage me. Even people not giving money yet, doing all the things. Look, your thanks for your money that you're giving. You can be supporting these stations there. I want to thank you people. You all know what you're doing. Some people said they don't care, but you people care. And because you people care, we ourselves, we care too. So we are here. It's all about love for country. It's all about love for country. It's about giving back to your country. Right? Yeah. So I want to thank you people so much. So I said, guys, yes, you see the rules, they are doing it, and you see the thing in there. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. I must admit, I'm enjoying that. So I really appreciate you guys at the Public Works Ministry for these kind of interventions. It will help us. It will save our car there and thing there all over the place. And that's it. That's how the country grows. Right? Yeah. So we'll say thank you. The next thing we have to talk about, a lot of things. You know, we not let some of you who never see any good thing in this country unaware. Who never saw any good thing in this country unaware. No. The one day you want to politicize that the one will jump in and tear you apart on. But the one day you're doing good, honor your administration, will highlight it. Because tomorrow, the moment CDC comes to power, we'll highlight these very good things. For us, we'll not see good thing to be bad today, then tomorrow, because CDC in power, we see that very good thing to be, no, we're not going to do that. One thing I know for sure, the thing that's suffering you is that you're doing plenty of bad things. You are stealing from the country. That's where we have problem. You are stealing from the country. Nothing tangible you're doing, nothing. The lay one day you're what they call and we'll talk about it. But all the other things that you're doing, you're bad and too much more than the good things. The good things are just bare minimum. And no good things are nothing and what they call it. No, the bad thing that you're doing, hurting the country bad way. That's why we are more focused on the bad thing that you're doing bad way, because it's very hurting this country. Right? Yeah. So what do you people want me to, what do you call to country? What did Judicial do? What did Judicial do? I want me to talk about? Let's leave that one, we'll get there, because we're getting on something very important tonight. Tonight, people are not going to like me again. I don't care about people who love me. One thing for sure. I really care about your feelings. I only care about feelings that are hurt, that Abraham God sent we are hurt in a wrong manner. For those, I apologize and I regret. Whatever it is, I may have wronged you. Yeah, wrong you. Yeah, hurt you, wrong you. And I say, I'm sorry. And that sorry goes with apology. And our apology goes with regrets. So I'm sorry about everything, right? But now let people check anything here and they want me to be able to feel good. So let me ask you in this country. Why is it, the question I will ask you is, why should I be feeling bad and you feeling good? Why should I care about your feeling more than my feeling? You doing something to me, it hurting me. And you don't want me to talk it because you want for me to make you to feel bad. I will put a bad feeling inside you. You'll be passing around with it. What will all going with it? Because at the end, you can make you to be feeling good and feeling bad. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, fever. That same bad feeling points, I will put it back inside you. I will tell you the God fair true. And you know that God fair true will hurt you. And that bad feeling you'll go in. You say, oh, yeah, there's that. Yeah, there's that. Blah, 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 blah. Could you imagine that? Yeah? That's it. But we are getting the running jar. I love you too, yeah? I love you too from the depth of my heart. He said, I love you too from the depth of my heart. Yeah. We are certainly getting there, right? Yeah. So let's get on with why we are here tonight. Why we are here tonight. Let's get on with it. And we thank God so much that we are right here to speak to the issues. I know that I am part of the legal profession. Today, first of all, let me thank Councillor Vama for resigning his post as LMBA's president and turning over to the Basa Bar in our own sister, mother, big sis, who's now was the vice, but now we're sent to the role of president of the bar. And Councillor Joa Lawson, I want to say thank you. Congratulations to you. I want to say thanks to Councillor Vama for everything that he did for the Bar Association. I'm wishing all of the best as they go. And so just my own little. So I'm a lawyer, practicing lawyer, young emerging lawyer, and I'm very grateful for that. When I decided to go to the law school, one thing drove me to the law school: advocacy. Advocacy, because the whole thing about lawyering is about advocacy. To advocate for the rights of people, that's why it is. The whole thing about lawyering is all about advocacy. And not everybody in law that you will hear their name. So if you think you're going to the law because you want people to hear your name, no, that not everybody. Not everybody can shine in a profession. So don't go in a profession with the thinking that you can shine like any other person or whatever. No. Not everybody goes to search with just it. And it happens. We decided to do that because we want our country to be great. Because one question they asked me during my entrance, my interview, and the person who posed that question to me was Her Honor and Eva Morgan. So she said, the question she posed to me was, why you decided to come to law school? Especially when there are several lawyers. I don't know, God, can you give me any smart answer? Yeah, God, can you give me some smart answers? So now I can't know what thing I can say, but I can just say it, right? Yeah. Right? So she asked me, why you decided to go to law school? Why you decided to come to do law when we have several other lawyers, we have judges already within the system? And my answer was very simple. I said, I have decided to come to law school to prepare myself so that just in case those lawyers and judges who are actively in the field now, when they to fade off, the country will not lack and people like us will be in readiness. I did not. You see, God is wonderful. I did not tell say, oh, I'm going to become lawyer because the system is corrupt, the system is polluted, there are bad lawyers in the system. So I have come to do law so that I can learn to do about law and then do it the right way. Who will say those kind of things? You can say those kind of things, no? Right? But you say you are going, no one goes into a field without making a change, without making a difference. Everyone else going somewhere, they want to make a difference. If you ask any footballer in the warrior now that they want to play football, they say, I want to be even more than Cristiano Ronaldo. You want to be different. We was different. Right? We was different from Betty Pele. His own class, he stood out very tall. Everybody wants to enter the system and then make a difference. So that difference is to improve on it, right? Yeah, but you can't just go there and say, oh, because the people are there, they are bad. That thing that Joseph Boga people then do where they get woke up, they start condemning everybody, sedition, your move on your door, your this, that kind of thing. God hates it. When you are entering a system, you have to humble yourself. You don't have to act like you are gods over other people. Whatever it is. Even Jesus Christ, whom the Father sent him. When he went to John the Baptist to go baptize him, John the Baptist said, no, I can't baptize you. You are the one that's going to be baptized. He said, no, don't try it. I came here to be baptized by you. Though I know you are earthly man, I know you are who you are. I know your story. I know where you're from, but I did not come here to come baptize you. No, I have come to you so that you will baptize me. That was Jesus. He humbled himself. But you go into the field, you go into other places, you tell people, oh, I can do that one, man. I want to go here to that the thing are suffering Unity Party here today. They woke up, they condemned everything people were doing. Up to date, the thing are suffering their own project is that they don't want to even appreciate that people or recognize people who did something before because they had already said CDC did nothing. So how would they reference those nothings and subscribe and ascribe it to CDC? How would they do that? They can't do it. So you see what's suffering them today? The way you hear all these noise, why did you never that do that? CDC project, we are project because that is what it is. You don't do that. So when I was setting that interview, that's the last stage you will pass before, because the interview level you can also fail. You can pass the law school something. You go to the interview, the way you answer, they'll fail you. Because one man went and sat down, just simple question they asking. They say you come to the law school, you did that, full of integrity, blah, blah, blah. They asking question, have you ever lied before? He said, no, I'm not lied before. How will you say that in front of people there and say you're not lied before? How is that one possible? So they just look at you and say, you're not sincere. You got to come to law school because you're not already sincere. You start here, we ask you, whether you not lied before. You say, no, you're not lied before. How you say you're not lied before? You can't. So when I decided to go, I did not enter the law school with the thought of coming to condemn the system and say, everybody there is ratting. We're going to change everything. If I sat in front of the panel, and told them that they were going to disqualify me straight and say, you're not ready. Because when they were interviewing me, those were the same lawyers sitting there. Those were the same judges sitting there. I am condemning them at the same time. I want counsel from them. It will not work. That's why Jesus Christ was very smart. He did not condemn everything he ever said. He never condemned. Even when they ask him questions about, oh, people say you did that, blah, blah, blah. He say, why your own thought is what matters. Forget about what I think. Because if you live with me, I believe I'm king. But why your own thinking? Do you think I'm king? What you believe is what matters. It's not about what I think. So that is it. Right? So it's not about what I think. So when I decided to do that, that was the basis. People are going to hate me for this, but I don't care about that. Because I'm not forced to only be a lawyer in this country before I will live my life. I can do advocacy anywhere else. I can do advocacy anywhere else. I'm not forced to be. I can do advocacy anywhere else. I will still live my life. That's God. Got several other professions that I've already, I can go do my teaching and do the 1 year, and I will still live my life. That's not an issue. But it's good that we set the record straight, especially in our country. When things are not going right, the way things are going on in this country, that made people more early then to come up and then speak the way they spoke, is scary for our country. Sometimes you want to say more early than the way they're speaking is wrong, but these are the people that are involved with the system. These are the people that are involved with the system. So if they are telling you that the justice system is corrupt, it is not for us as lawyers to say it is not corrupt. It is for the party litigants who are there and people going to them, other lawyers going to them and telling them, say the judge say you want XYZ before the one can work. But so you don't blame them. You don't blame them. These people are lay people, they are not part of the system. They may assume, but equally so, there are people, especially of men, people like more early there at that level for them to say the judges are corrupt, because these are the people that get the money and can give it to the judges now to get land and things. So if they can tell you say the judges are corrupt, then you don't just want to call, because the court itself, it is left with the court now to come up with its decisions that will be able to be clear to defend it, because people already assume, people always say what they want to say. They want to assume that the court is like this, the court system is like this, blah, blah, blah. I know when President George Weah took over power, there were people under the assumptions that Weah was going to control the judiciary. What happened after that, especially after the Justice Johnny removal, people thought that the judiciary was totally under attack. Right? So they believe that, oh, the judiciary or other judges will be scared or this, that. No. Justice Johnny's removal was just Justice Johnny's removal. Following that, judges could come up with their independent decision. George Weah did not do anything that showed the appearance of judicial interference or executive interference into the judiciary. He did not. People that Yeke Koluba then went to court, they came out standing in front of the courtroom, accounts are free. Yeah, there was no interference. More early, they were called to the police station. They did not stay at the police station and bundle them to court and carry them in jail like Gregory Coleman doing today, keeping the lawmakers at the prison facility and saying, no, we'll send the other lawmaker who, the other, no. Can you imagine? Other more early than they walk to the police station, people that feel they can't get, and I don't even know the Sam, what they call it. They the one went and decided to sign. Costa was signed for. He had to escape the country. Those were the strongest critics of George Weah at the time. That was the test of our democracy. Did George Weah pass it? Yes. You may not have loved it, but it was good. And this is the reason why we are able to have a ground, a moral, on which we can sit today to question the system, the way it is working today. Because you know what? We are just assessed a system under George Weah. So we're now having another system, the same system functioning under a different regime. So the system functioning under a Weah was different, that we can give you classic and several examples for. And the same system functioning under this regime, the way it is functioning is quite different. It's quite different. Because there were times that people will go to places. I want for you to tell me today whether oppositions, right? People who are from opposition backgrounds, whether they did not win court cases against the government under CDC administration. They did, because that was the law. The law is the law. We are going to crucial elections. David Etta Brown Lasana were caught in doing in-house trading or blah, blah, blah here and there. The court dismissed the case and said because the issue of the code of conduct are supposed to find her liable, it did not do. David Etta Brown Lasana, the same lady who slaughtered CDC at the election. You think CDC really wanted that lady to what they call? No. But the court system, that's why the in-house trading thing that she was doing, they dismissed the case against her. It wouldn't have happened under Joseph Boakai administration. That one I can bet you on it. Sometimes the way the system works now is that it makes it appear as if you want to see that the people are, and we are struggling, right? And those of us as lawyers, we are agents of the court. We are protectors of the court. And it hurts us so much that laymen will be sitting out there thinking that the court system is like that, the court system is like that, the court system. Sometimes you wonder, how will they know? Because the simple men out there, they may be as simple as you may think they are called a layman, but some of them, they understand what the law ought to be. And that's what I always give classic example about a tailor and that of his customer. The customer does not know how to sew, but the customer knows when the tailor sews a cloth good, the customer knows it. So if you don't sew my cloth good, I know it. I don't have to be your tailor. No. But I am at the receptive end of your work. I know what is good for me. So the way the system working and doing, we got to be very careful because, when people start carrying these kind of perceptions and it's going wild, something that we are under his administration, they defeated to the extent that even the opposition had confidence that they were going to an election that was being free, fair, and transparent. That confidence was built by the Weah administration. It is Weah that brought credibility despite the Brandon Samaga issue that they were talking about, blah, blah, blah. They themselves, they saw it in the end, that the law was the law. Today, can we say the law is the law? Well, I can say it's not. As an agent of the court, no, I can't say it's not. But the way we conducting ourselves, people are being denied bail. They're not coming, whatever it is, bailable offenses. People are being denied bail because the government does not want to see them out. And those are the kind of things when you can call about them, could just walk to police station the next day. In fact, the very day they are outside. More early than walk to police station, never a day they slept at police station. Costa walked to police station, there was never a day that Costa slept at police station. That's the law. The law was the law then. It doesn't matter whether the government likes it or not, no. But that is the law. You can remember recently I told you I went to the police station where one of the officers, the senior ranking officers of the Liberia National Police, the AB name will not stand for anybody here. Can you imagine that? Because he putting a mouth on government. Is that a kind of system? If I am already, these are all agents of the judiciary. The very police here, they are all agents of the judiciary. Right? So if a police officer walks in and say, they will not stand for anybody here at the police station here because he can be putting a more on government. Oh God, what is that? Then if that can happen at that level, think about it. That an officer who's supposed to go investigate a case that was carried to him by a person from CDC, and then that investigation, you know what that officer is going to do? He will compromise the entire case because the person who is the party complainant, who eventually is supposed to turn to the private prosecutor, that person there is from CDC. You know what the police is going to do with that case? They will rubbish that entire case. No justice. Because the policeman is there. You're making people to think that they are agents in the courts. And then they look at you and they say, the person had a CDC lawyer, or the person that does that. All those kind of things. They brand you. Until today, we can see people looking at people in courtrooms and say, oh yeah, I'm a United Party man. And let me tell you the truth. There is nothing that appeared before the courts in recent time that involve the CDC officials or whatever that they have ever won. Never ever. They have, I don't know why, but they haven't, even including bails, they haven't been. They haven't. A lot of things are going on, and we have to be very careful, especially these people must make sure that we maintain the integrity of the system. We have to. The court is the last place of hope for mankind on earth. Clear. Who told you people can criticize ruling of the judges or whatever it can be? That one part is called for. You can do those things there, here and there. And there are several other measures the Chief Justice putting in place now, which of course is meant to strengthen the court. And I even see magistrates to have to go to school for them to attend and pay their attention to their school. And then come, a lot of judicial reforms are going on his watch. You know, reforms are very essential for our system. Those reforms are very, very essential for our system. And we look forward to more of those. But when it comes to the political cases, the judges and people handling them have to be very, very careful. I'm not saying that be carried away by public sentiments. No. It is not a business of the court to be carried away by public sentiments. You are trained to stand against that. You are trained to stand against sympathy. You can be seeing somebody crying right here, and you were trained to look at that gavel and still knock it bow. You can't be empathetic. No. You were trained for that. But we have to be very much careful. Because sometimes when you hear those politicians out there, they say that man will never cross it. Or maybe you will either think that either the judge and the prosecutors can plan it and say, file in the other motion before me or do they one here and there, I will grant it. All kinds of things. Whether they can pre-plan the case against me, I don't know. Because I'm really confused. Because up to date, I'm still confused. Very, very confused. And we are certainly getting there. Look, people should learn to have what it takes. You know, there's a movie I watched and the lady said, she said to this guy, she's one of the lawyers, and she really brushed it out, and then she told the guy, she said, do you really know that every time you look at me, I'm really down with you? The lady approached, and the lawyer and said, you know, and I'm very much, very much down with you. But she told the guy bluntly and said, despite me having a feeling for you, because you always look at me that I don't like your business, but I want to tell you that I'm down with you. I love you. Then she quoted one of her professors in school before. She said, you know what one Zoe Louis told me? She said, as a lawyer, you have no appearance. I said, you more. She said, her professor, one Zoe Louis, she said, the Zoe Louis told me that as a lawyer, you should have no appearance of a compromise of the integrity of the court. Appearance. That means you should, it shouldn't be seen like that. You know, appearance is by sight, right? Appearance is by sight. So she said, my professor told me that I should have no appearance of such. Nobody should even see me like that. Let them talk what they want to talk, but when they come, they should see no appearance of that. You should try. People will think the way they can think, but you should try your best. And we are looking at it and seeing these processes going on. We pray for the best for our country, all of us. So I was just asking somebody today concerning the ruling in the Clark Foundation, something where the judge was able to, where the judge came up with a ruling and said that the subpoena was appropriate, and of course denying the motion to quash. I say, okay, let's agree, right? Let's agree. Though the guy's gone up to the Supreme Court, I don't know whether they went there, but I'm hearing news that they went up to the Supreme Court. So let's agree now. You know what the law is? The law is very clear. You're not supposed to be prejudicial against yourself. One, you're not supposed to produce evidence against yourself, the accused. So let's agree. Let us take the reasoning of the court and employ it right here on the show. The reasoning of the court. Let us agree that the court say the people must bring the evidence. Right? And the person will not listen to it. Will not produce any evidence against ourselves. Right? You know under which doctrine they will be employing that. You know they will be executing that. The right to remain silent. They have a right. They say in every criminal indictment or whatever it is, my right to remain silent, according to the Supreme Court, cannot infer guilt. Not because I now want to speak. Because you carry me to court now, you indicted me, you say I'm a criminal. You carry me, you say I did XYZ. When they call me for me to go to, I say I don't want to do anything. Let the man prove a case against me. What a big deal about that? You can't infer guilt. That I'm guilty, no. So let's agree now that the court say what they call it, the post say we're not doing it. So when the court now order and whatever, and they see asset recovery will have to prove their case before they can seize that place. How will they prove it? If then people then say we're not giving anything or we're not present anything, we get nothing to present. Will that infer guilt? Can the court wake up and say, I want to learn now. I'm still learning. I want to know that. Can the court, right? Let understand that the court say, okay, we agree. Okay, we're not quashing. You bring the Sunday according to the subpoena and the post say we're not doing it. We're not getting anything. We're not getting anything. Or we don't have anything at all. What in the asset recovery will do? And the state got to come prove their case. What in they will be proving their case on? Because even if you went to court and there was a default judgment against a party, the law still says that you who won that default judgment, you must still prove your case before you can win. They don't just give you it. No. You must still prove your case. Whatever saver or whatever it is, you still got to prove your case. Default, where there is default, where there is even whatever, you still got to prove your case. So you carry somebody to court, the person not come there, and whatever, you file a motion for the default judgment against the person, and then the court grants that default judgment. Still, you got to come and prove your case before that judgment can be effected. You can enjoy the fruit of that judgment. You must prove your case. Don't that party not come here, but you must still prove it. That's what the law is. So the whole noise they causing all over the place. If Claire marry Weir, her foundation, Claire whole foundation, or City of Hope, or whatever it is, say we're not giving anything, the court has no authority to just render judgment and say, but then you go see, say they're not bringing anything. It can't work. The asset recovery will have to prove their case. How do they prove that case? And they say they want document, we not get it. So because I can't, the law is I cannot produce an evidence against myself because the intent of the criminal prosecution is for the private or for the prosecutors to do everything because they got all the resources. That's why you see most cases. In fact, it's by law that they cannot take appeal when they lose case. You know why? Because they get all the resources at their disposal. They're able to investigate. They're able to travel anywhere they want to travel. They're able to get any evidence they want to get. They get all the resources at their disposal. So for them to lose a case, then they go appeal on it on what? Only the defendant have that right of appeal. Right? Because that's it. So the state that got all the resources. Right? So you come now, you tell me, say, Abby stole my watch. Then we go to court. The judge asks you, say, Abby, did you steal the man's watch? No, I didn't steal it. What do you have to say? Nothing. I just tell you, say, I didn't steal it, but let him prove that I stole a watch at all. I say I didn't steal it. Simple. Because under our constitution, one is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So as far as we are concerned, the Clark Hope Foundation, but the City of Hope is still presumed innocent until proven guilty. How does one reach at the era of guilt? There must be pieces of evidence proven in court. So at the Clark Hope Foundation said, we're not getting nothing. We're not showing anything. We don't have any paper to give. Who will have to produce the paper? Or the judge will just sit down with the asset recovery team and say, oh, send a point and say, then what they call, they ain't presenting anything, whatever it is. No, they get it right. They can come and say, let's get what they call, we ain't get any paper. We have no records. We got no records. So what is it? We don't have it. So you just say, oh, say they what they call in the year and they who they content, who they yeah, they what they call. It's no disrespect. We don't have it. All the records you are talking about here that I know, there are people who did it and what they call it. We don't have any paper to our. So what will you do? You will just say, oh, as a recovery, you go take the property, send it in what they call, so you take it, I forget the property. Have you people been to court? Most of you here, have you been to court? Have you ever seen default judgment? When your counsel prays for it, you got to prove it. You got to stand there. You got to say something. Even in divorce cases, where the both parties even agree and say we agree that we don't want to go, you got to go there and plead. The other party got to talk. The other party got to talk. Why you talk like there? Right? Yeah. So what is the issue in this country? Why we should always be like this? What is the issue? So the people there now, they will force them for them to give. No, that one part you can invoke your right. That one a constitutional issue now. You cannot force me. It's constitutional. It's not statutory. This is constitutional mandate. It's constitutional issue that you cannot get me to produce evidence against myself. There are exceptions to all of those. So let's take, for instance, in a labor-related issue, right? And there was an allegation that leveled against you that you dismiss me wrongfully because you said I didn't come to work on time. I didn't come to work on so and so number of days, right? And I don't want accusing you of wrongful dismissal because you say I didn't come to work. The exception there to that is that when the evidence to prove the matter is lies squarely within the purview, or is privy to the accused, but that the breading of production of evidence in that case, it does not rest with the accuser. It rests with the accused, because who is the custodian of documents related to my employment in terms of the records relating to it? It is the employer. You now got to bring the evidence that you did not wrongfully dismiss me, because the records of attendance is rested with you, the employer, that you get it. But that it will swift. I'm accusing you of wrongful here and there, but that record to prove that you wrongfully dismiss me, you will bring a book. That record shift, that burden will now shift on the accused. You see, we are all Liberians, right? We are all Liberians. The way things happen in this country, we have to be very careful. So the guys have gone upstairs. They're going to do their stuff, whatever it is. Let's watch what the law is. The law is still understood to be the law. Right? Yeah. So we are certainly getting there. We are certainly getting there. And we'll look forward to more of these kind of conversations, especially as we go forward. But the justice system should be very careful. Because the appearances are things that people like us know when I want to go. And I still have extensive credibility within the justice system. My lens I'm using now, my legal lens, the one I'm using now, I have extensive credibility within the judicial system. But we can watch out and see what comes from out of it. The asset recovery people, they are very useless in their proceedings. The way they are doing things, I don't know. They may think that, you know, A lot of things happen in this country, and God is trying to set this country on the right path. God is really setting this country on the right path. You may look at it and say, oh, Joseph Boga's spoiling the country. No. God is exposing a lot of things. There are people in this country who will end up the people like Jenkins Cowden. They will still be living but dead. There are people in this country who will be like Jenkins Cowden. They will be living but dead. I can show you that. I know that one too good. It could be anybody from any sector. It could be people in the executive today. It could be people in the judiciary today. Whatever it is, anybody, God is preparing something. God is leading certain people to their slaughter. And you will see them. You will see what will happen to them. Just watch it. And I'm telling you here today, you watch it. There are people in this country. People will look at them and tell them, say, your honor Joseph Boga government, and you're coming here with all the things you're doing, all kinds of things you're passing around. You're just grabbing people and putting them in jail, passing here and doing they want. You got to think. How they are everything about your future. You should be thinking about your future. You should be thinking about your future, not me. Because what you're doing is absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Today, you're sitting there, you come here with it one, we'll come out with it one, that's your business. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Yeah, today is Tuesday, tomorrow Wednesday. Tomorrow I will come up with something relating to integrity in governance. And it will be from the transport ministry. Seli Tara, who are making all the money there, blah, blah, blah. He wrote a communication to LRA boss Double Jala and saying that they must close all the windows for vehicle registration relating to the LRA at that building there. I will read the letter for you. I put it up, but we're not going to read it tonight. It's there. I want to take us extensive time on it on tomorrow. So that's it. Let us trust the process. Let us trust the court. Let us see how the court goes through with this process to see whether the whole thing about producing evidence against yourself, a different story we want to hear. Maybe the Supreme Court will give different interpretation to it again. So let's watch the process. Because we are still speaking from the perspective of what we already know normally that's supposed to happen. That if you say that you did that, you get all the resources in the world. You're not able to get evidence against somebody. All the resources you have in the world. You think the American people, how they managed to grab Stanton Waterspoon? How they managed to grab Stanton Waterspoon? All the resources. Yes, and the government, the office of the First Lady, that they say Cloud we are used to build that place. That office is currently occupied by Katumu Bwaka. Cloud we did not even know that her husband was going to lose the election. So that office is still there. You could not, with all the resources as a government, you're not able to gather evidence to the extent that you are lazily coming to somebody say, produce the evidence against us. That's weak. It's like a policeman going out there to do criminal investigation, and the policeman say, oh, you that down there, I want for you to bring. The person say you stole their phone. Bring all the phone that you say you get in that place there. Okay, you're very lazy. That's being lazy. You are using the court to help you in your fishing expedition. You know what they call fishing expedition in law? You go Google that one. You all know it. So you go to the court, say, I'm begging you, and I'm I'm not getting it. I want for you to please help me. Please, I'm using your hand now to tell the people there, you have to bring the evidence again there. Say, with all the resources you get as a government, the American government investigators will tell you that they want to go and tell the person, say, produce they want subpoena. People, man. What can I put in the ears? Do you know at what point you subpoena? You must first initiate an action before the court. And there are certain documents that only you able to have. But we must find a probable cause. People don't just run to court out of fake something. You must have a probable cause. A probable cause. Look, oh gosh, this country. Anyway, we are getting there. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. 20 minutes to go. You know. We are getting there. Let's get to the lines and interact with your callers. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie. This is Sam Weir.
Yeah, same way.
I'm joining from a Louisiana resident. Eddie, you said something that is very touching. The issue that has to do with this time has come to know who love this country, and most especially when it comes to President Weir and seditions. Maybe some presidents, not only people from the United Party. Even some of our brother we benefited from the CDC. See how they behave. They tend to agents. But what will take that in short, Eddie? President Weir will come back to power. What do you need to do to remain consistent? And see how better we pull our pieces together. And it's very frustrating. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that, and we are certainly getting there with God. Remember, all things are possible, and we will get there, no matter what it is. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, my sister, I hear from you.
Yeah, thank you. So, my son, AB, like you for the lawyer, I want to ask my little question. So, let's have Martin guy from Maryland County. He says he's going all over the place, finding people that corrupt the system and took money. So he get evidence, he just want to quote. So people bring evidence against that. All the money people get in Mr. Martin to fight cases to go from place to place. So he get one paper, one document to put to the government that yes, indeed, we get evidence against the people, against class with here, foundation. The many that will put the post to come and give your own evidence. So thank you, myself, for having me here. Thank you. So look at the phone, that's clear. That the Umo Ali said, this country is corrupt, the message is corrupt. Even the post is corrupt.
I'm worried, man. I own thing that you're talking. I mean, I don't know.
I own thing, but no, that I own child.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
That is the for myself. So look at it. In the city of people, no problem.
You understand what you're talking about.
Okay, no problem, my son. They didn't know what happened. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Let me get on to this one. Hello. Yeah.
This is the common book chairman and T1 Bill. So you from Soke the Shufu. To your line, let me say this. For you are an agent of the court. For some of us, we are not lawyers. But things happening are going on. We are following issues. In all of what is going on in our court that will be certified with, there is one judge at the whim of everything. His name is Judge Roosevelt Willie. This is a judge that has been denying people of bail when the people are being bailed for. This is a judge. Even people went and they carried in the hospital, proof or doctor was very neutral or foreign doctor proof that look, these guys are torture and many of the guys to be treated out of country. And they see George, he said they will now leave the bureau and send them back to jail. And that cannot happen free. When that is happening, we are senses of manipulation is taking place. So for me, I'm saying it, I'm saying it, and I refrain that Judge Willie is corrupt, that there will be an impeachment proceeding right after this regime. I know this regime is not going to cross on the
yes, so the mayor is correct. You know, you can say that. Anyway, thank you for no, but you can't just assume like that and say yes. No, you can't. There's no evidence to that. And what are you doing? Don't assume the judge is. No, and what are you doing? Seku, what's up?
The lawyer then defending her.
well, you got evidence to say the man corrupt.
Ebi, how are you, man?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah. As usual, thank you always, Ebi. And it's always a pleasure listening to you with your insightful contribution to
Seku?
But Eddie, the Constitution is just laws in the country. And that's the reason why I'm not a lawyer. But that's the reason why they say any law that contravenes the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, it said that law that nothing.
Yeah.
And it's spelled out there clearly.
Sego, you wanna call me direct if you can for the interruptions because these things. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So Sekou Carrasco Demaros from the office of the former president of the Republic of Liberia and a very close son and friend to the first family and in the Republic of Liberia. Sekou Carrasco Demaros is going to render what it is that he's saying so far from all these that are happening. So let's hear him out. Sekou, let's hear you out.
Thank you, Eddie. So as I was saying, it's clear. And Eddie, the Supreme Court, at times the lower court, we can say sometimes the lower court can be political at times. But the Supreme Court should not be perceived as a court that is political. Sometimes you see when the political cases go to the Supreme Court, they can trash it off because they don't want to set a precedent that will come back and damage the country in the future.
You're right.
And clearly this case is political and no day. I mean, it should not even take no time for the Supreme Court. Since they have been taking the the fact that the Claho Foundation is conducting herself in this lawful manner, it doesn't.
Hey, Sekou. Anyway, Sekou. I hope I can get you back if I can, so that you can conclude. And hey, Leo, what's up? Yeah, Leo, my man, I got this stuff. Yeah, since that time, I put the identical phone on here to what it called. Anyway, I will try my best to acknowledge it. But we are getting there. Let me get to this one while waiting for Sekou Carrasco. Hello.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good evening, Ebi.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Ebi, thank you very much. Ebi, thank you for always giving us the opportunity and always making it your business to come and provide us this opportunity to know what is happening in our country. For Ebi, for me, what I'm seeing, I'm sensing a dangerous trouble ahead of us. And this is my reason for which I'm saying that I'm sensing a dangerous, thing ahead of us. Look at the Solicitor General is from Lofa County. The Chief Justice is from Nimba County. In my mind, they are protecting their constituents instead of interpreting the law. Yeah, the reason is look at the way they are interpreting the law.
They man, how do you call the man? Say, how do you call the guy?
Solicitor General. How do you call him? Even Lofa Fire.
No,
Fire was talking today.
No, so I will get back to you. Let's just continue with. I will get back to you, but you get soon now. Yeah. Anyway, but I will make sure I get back to you. Yes, let's hear from you quickly. Yeah.
Thank you, Eddie. And so, as I was saying, Eddie, you are a lawyer, and that's why you see the guy that named the Merendian right after that guy in America. He used to do all kinds of things to women, but when he went to the court. And that's why they say when you come to arrest somebody, you should clearly read out their right to them, their Merendian right, but don't leave anything out. Because anything you leave out, it can even be the cause of you losing that case, right?
Yeah. No, that's true. That's very cardinal. In criminal, yeah. That's very cardinal. Yeah.
Thank you. So you can come to me and say, you rightly said it, Eddie. If the office of the First Lady, through the Ministry of Finance, through the Central Bank, there are traces of voucher. You can go to the Central Bank, you say Claho Foundation. There are traces there. You can say, what kind of voucher that came there from the office of the you can trace it from there.
Yeah.
With everything you have in your possession, you get control of all of the documents, like you've been doing, like the rescue government.
They have bastardized all of the laws of the country so they can do anything that they wish. So, but for you to lead them and say you coming after this lady, the husband that will not win a president, but created opportunity for underprivileged children, that young girls that never thought that they could open computer, that you will come and go after her. I want to say this clearly, Eddie. Eddie, this is not a threat, and I said it today on Julius's show. This is not a threat, but this is the final point, because this will not go unnoticed. When you push people to the wall to an extent, they can come back. And when they come back, they can come back with everything. What George Weah has done for Liberia should be something that would be commended. But you can't come as Joseph Boakai. You can't come and want to push this country into unnecessary dispute. No. But going after Claudia is a clear indication that you want this country to retrogress. You want us to go into something. You are forcing people whom you could navigate with Nigerians, all kinds of people, to make people homeless. Concentrate on that. Leave Claudia alone. Leave, Eddie, this is not a joke.
I know.
Leave Claudia alone. And the thing about Martin got nothing to lose. And this is a serious warning, Eddie. Martin, from the look of things, is in cahoots with the devil. He's in cahoots with Satan to push our country into unnecessary dispute. Leave Claudia alone. If you have anything to prove, bring your proof. Stop forcing people to produce evidence against themselves. That's not what the law says. The Supreme Court, they got 5 wise individuals, Liberian, sitting on that bench. They should be able to cut our hair to prevent our country from going into a situation that we will all be victim of. Leave Claudia alone. Claudia has done nothing but improve the livelihood of children that Boakai, he is 40 plus years, will not manage to help. The children that are to that foundation today, some of them came from the don't join, or not some of them, all of them came from the don't join of poverty. But today, they are experiencing some of the best life. I travel with the Oma to China. I travel with her to Russia. I travel with her all around to raise money, to build that place, to give children. The children to that place, can't know any of them. She get a relationship with any of them. Nobody should know. She's helping them for the good of the country. Joseph Boakai need to know. He said that he would dance with the devil. And it be to a point where we will all dance with that devil. And not one person will
so everybody will dance with the devil. You're ready to dance with the devil as well?
We are ready to dance with whatever devil. We are ready now. Because death has reached to a point. This is not trying to abide by law. This is a clear provocation by the United Party government, by Joseph Boakai and his people. This is not abiding by law. This is provocation. This is not what we call respecting the law. Even though we know that the Unity Party is a non-respecter of our laws. But this has reached to a point that we all need to dance with the devil. And I can assure you, maybe on this show today, that we will all dance with that devil. I just wanted to make that point very clear so it can be that, yeah, it was said, it is on record that these people, they don't mean well. They are coming to push this country into unnecessary rigmarole. And parents, we went through years of instability. It was people like George Weah that stood and said no. A cloud was behind him to make sure that this country is to this level today. Leave George Weah and his family alone. Concentrate, Wakai, on improving the livelihood of the people. Today, hardship is at the zenith. Today, people are walking and dropping in the street. They can't afford. You bossing people home, conniving with people to boss people home. Concentrate on improving the life of the people. Leave George Weah and the CDC alone. We gave you power. It's not to come and hunt CDC. You gave you power because you said you could rescue the people. But you are failing to do so. This is a clear indication that you don't want well for our country. Leave Weah alone. Liho, Abi, thank you for the opportunity.
All right, Sekou Kalasco Demaro, and of course, with that clarent warning, and I to George said Yuman Boaka and his team, and this country is setting up for something else. And I've said it, and I will say it clearly. But let's get on. Hello. Yeah, I'm fine. Please go on. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry. All right. Something else is coming. I always told you people that I don't know when and how it will happen, but I just still perceive something will happen. And what are you doing?
Yeah, this is Edmaka, and I'm a visual impaired that is pushing for the return of President Weah. You know, a quite frustrating for the judiciary to behave the way it is happening, and the whole access recovery thing from the Genesis, the only group of people that they have gone ask for are the CDC people. Okay, they went for Sinabonoka, they left from there, the John Bian, Asante. I mean, now the Asante, they left from there, they went for another the real essay of Sinabono. Now continuously beyond the Cloud Foundation. Amen. So you want to tell me that the law will continue to destroy the law because you want to achieve whatsoever that you want to achieve? I think, like, I've read something that Nathaniel Marquet wrote. I think they need to take some stand too. I don't know whether they have that right to invite the judge, you know, to answer some questions, because the reader that Nathaniel Marquet put on that read, he pushes something that because when he said we will not sit here and allow you to destroy our constitution and our country, I think they should have some oversight to let the judge can already explain something, what are they going on, because it's quite disturbing. And one of the things the guys are going after, they want to get because you know what I mean. 2 years since President Weah left power, 2 years they have been able to manage that room, still helping the Liberian children. they are thinking how it's happening. So one of the things they want to do, they want to get that contact when they get it available to them so that they can start using their evil deeds to play evil in the heart of these donors that are helping the Liberian children to get quality education. But yeah, we can say this to you, madam. You are our mother. Those of us who support President Weah, who are Judicial and supporting President Weah, we are standing with you. We are not having Jamaica children here. The last time when there was a hurricane that took place in Jamaica, there was a complete disaster that was there. When you had this somebody there, they could have been helping your people. But you said, no, I'm bringing it to where my husband is. This is my country too, to help the Liberian children. So if you be chasing the Liberian children, no. So whether they go upstairs, whether they go upstairs, we are not giving no right. Let them go and close it down. History will judge them. Thank you. But we are standing with you, Madam Clark. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, AB. You know, we'll continue to pray God for you and God will continue to bless you and the King's FM family. AB, my name is Eddie P. calling from Judicial Factory. No, AB, I said, I just monitoring the whole process about the court running on in our country, AB. The first thing is, AB, I'm just disappointed in the court, AB. To be honest with you, AB, nowhere in the world that I've been following cases that you will tell us say we should put evidence against ourselves, AB. Nobody will tell me say that the case is not political, AB. We know what the people want from the people, and the woman of Joseph Banker, she want to take the area. This is what they doing every necessary thing to take the area from the woman, AB. Look, I can tell you today, you will be lucky to take that area. But don't feel that you will live in government forever, AB. What you're doing today to others, it will happen to you, AB. And I'm just disappointed, AB. No court will just be operating the way, AB. How the court can convince me that they're not compromising cases, AB? The court really have to prove themselves, AB. The court will just turn up today, they're bossing people everywhere down. What is the court doing? What the court system in our country? And the court system is right in our country now, AB. The court is compromising cases, AB. The court will not convince some of us that not even get out there on law, how so many cases are running, AB. Our people getting homeless on a daily basis. What kind of country we find ourselves in? So, AB, so we not get justice. So today, if somebody can be me, I'll go to the court because according to the window, the different person we are. So the court will say, okay, I'm going in jail. It will go in free. AB, what kind of country we find ourselves in? We telling the people, you stop. Let the justice system do well, AB. That today, I can go to court and get justice. I will be free. They call you stop the thing. The people not being in power forever. Tower roof for 27 you what he had today. Don't we have today what he had today. Just what he had today. Uncle Joe, stop the thing you're doing. Uncle Joe, stop. You will see that what Uncle Joe. You just see that you're being powerful for more than 50 years, Uncle Joe. Stop what you're doing. Uncle Joe, I can tell you this, Uncle Joe. Mark the word to the Uncle Joe. What you doing to us today, Uncle Joe, you will see the way. Mark the word today. Thank you, Eddie. May God bless you. Eddie P from Judicial Factory.
So, thank you so much, Eddie P. And we appreciate that. And let me see, where do we get from here? And we are really grateful to the Almighty God for everything that we are going through as a people. And with God, all things are possible. Mm-hmm. So, here we are, and we are just grateful to the Almighty God. But you see, this country, a lot of things are happening. And I always tell people, but they don't get it. The only conditions on a criminal prosecution that you can produce an evidence against yourself, such as self-defense. So you did something to somebody out of self-defense, You have to prove. So you are being accused of doing something to somebody, but you say you did it out of self-defense. Those are affirmative defenses, right? So you got to prove it. So somebody accuse you, say, "Oh, there is XYZ. The man was at a point here and there," and then you plead alibi. Alibi, you got to prove it that you are not there. That burden of proof rests with you who has been accused. That's another aspect of it. You know, there are conditions under which people can. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Right? So on the issue of insanity. So you told somebody, say, I did it here, or the man did it here, or did it XYZ because at the time I was not sound. You must bring certificate to prove that at the time that you did XYZ, you are not a sound person. That burden is upon you. Do it. So you say somebody did something to you, they pressure you for you to do it, but you have to demonstrate that it was done on a duress. It rests with the accused. There are specific conditions. Any labor matter, wrongful dismissal, blah blah blah. There are certain conditions for evidence that have to be produced by the person who is being accused. They accuse your boss for dismissing you wrongfully, as well as like I said, you have to produce that proof that they didn't dismiss you wrongfully. And you didn't come to work so and so time, and the records must prove. They will bring that record, not you. No, this country is a country of law. And you know those days where research was not what they call. No, the research is all on internet everywhere. In fact, they get sound teachers, lecturers of law, go on YouTube. Sound professors all over. They are there. Just put the other topic and say this, that you will learn law. Because ignorance of the law is no excuse. So you try to go on the YouTube and make use of your phone. The kind of argument that come here, just go there and ask a law professor on YouTube. They will teach you it. You will know it. Those are not robots. They are people who on YouTube, they are pages and things that they're making money out of it, and they are teaching law. You can learn it as well. Because the ignorance of the law is no excuse. So nowadays where people never want to call. No, the law is not an open thing. Everyone else, you have the ability to learn the law and know the law. The only thing you are not called to do is to plead the law, because you are not qualified for that. So you can know the law, you can plead the law. You can only know the law for your own self, to help yourself, to guide yourself towards society. So you're going and learn it. Everyone else got to know the law. So I want to say thanks to all of you right here on this very diet. Until we are back here, God willing, on the Wednesday edition of the show, on the midweek edition of the show. Do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.
Ndi mupenyo nasi Ndi chiripano Ndakambuka nasima wanai mweya uri mupenyu mumuviri zvakawanda zvandakapfura asi ndakamira handina kuwira pane mazuva ndakafunga kupera misodzi yakawira pasi isina kuona asi Mwari vakandisimudza vakanditimbira hausati wapera kana nichitarisa shure kwandafa ndinoona nyasha dzandakapiwa